Welcome to the studios of WCMU Public Media, this time a second round game between Flushing and Traverse City Central. That's next.
Support for Quiz Central is provided by the CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, maroon and gold memories, and an official outfitter of Adidas apparel at the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. Online shopping 7 days a week at cmubookstore.com, on campus at the University Center, and game day locations at Kelly Short Stadium and the John G. Kulhalvi Event Center.
Hello again, everyone. I'm David Nicholas, and this time on Quiz Central, students from Flushing are taking on the team from Traverse City Central. Our tournament features 16 teams in a single elimination format. At the end of the season, 4 lucky Quiz Central seniors will receive a book scholarship provided by the CMU Bookstore. Plus, top teams from Quiz Central, they'll qualify for the NAQT High School National Championship Tournament. Now let's get to today's game. Our first round is the Maroon and Gold Rush. Throughout our game, correct answers are worth 10 points apiece, and there is no deduction for incorrect answers. Teams will have 2 minutes to answer as many toss-up questions as they can. If a team misses a toss-up question, the opposing team has the opportunity to answer that question. Teams may not consult during this round. All set, players? Here comes your first question in the Maroon and Gold Rush. What basketball team, which used its first overall pick on Aaliyah Boston in 2023?
Indiana Fever.
That is correct.
Buckets.
What capital city, which was formerly known as Batavia, while under colonial rule, is the most populous metropolis in Southeast Asia?
Bangkok.
Incorrect. Flushing?
Singapore.
Incorrect. What author wrote the memoir Knife about a 2022 incident at the Chautauqua Institution where Hadi Matar stabbed him per a fatwa issued by Iran?
Salman Rushdie.
Correct. What British author wrote about the mischievous brother of bunnies Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail in her picture book?
Oh shoot, it's the author, isn't it? My bad. That's on me, guys. Peter Rabbit.
Incorrect.
Yeah, that's on me.
Christopher Robin.
Also incorrect. We'll move back.
Bad guys.
Reinforced. We'll move back to the toss-up question. What collection of quatrains was loosely translated in 1859 by Edward Fitzgerald from work attributed to Persian astronomer poet Omar Khayyam?
The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam.
Correct. The snowball method reduces what quantity, which is often measured in its ratio to equity, and is the amount of money that one party owes to another?
Debt.
Correct. Tamino rescues Pamina and joins Sarasoto's temple in what opera by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart?
The Magic Flute.
That is correct. Herbert Lindlar created an... We'll start again. Herbert Lindlar created an example, and that bell signals the end of the round.
That's on me, guys.
The British author with the bunnies we were looking for was Beatrix Potter. And the capital city, formerly known as Batavia, that is Jakarta. At the end of our first round, Traverse City Central jumps out to an early 50-point lead. Let's pause here just a moment to learn some more about our players, starting with our team today from Flushing.
I'm Colt Martin. I do theater and study politics.
My name's Henna. I'm a senior at Flushing High School and I play tennis.
My name's Caden. I'm a senior at Flushing High School and I'm the vice president of the senior class and secretary of NHS.
My name's Liz. I'm a senior at Flushing High School and I'm in the marching band.
Thank you, Flushing. Welcome again. It's good to have you here. Now let's meet our team today from Traverse City Central.
My name's Arthur Lieski Lee. I'm a junior at Traverse City Central High School, and I'm on the debate team.
My name is Henry Sullivan. I'm a junior at Traverse City Central High School, and I play oboe and clarinet in band.
I'm Helly Taylor. I'm a junior at Traverse City Central, and I play tennis.
My name's Nate Brewer. I'm a junior at Traverse City Central, and I play tennis and golf.
Thank you to all of our students here today. Our next round here on Quiz Central is the kickoff round. Now, the kickoff round is a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. The team that correctly answers the toss-up question will get the opportunity to answer a single bonus question. The toss-up questions can be stolen, but there is no consulting on these questions. A correct toss-up question answer allows for a single follow-up bonus. There's no stealing of the bonus question. However, teams can confer, and we'll take those answers from the captain. An incorrect bonus means that we will go back to a toss-up for both teams. So, buzzers ready? Here comes your first question. What hero avenged his father Agamemnon by killing his mother Clytemnestra?
Perseus.
That is incorrect.
Oedipus.
Also incorrect. We are looking for Orestes. Toss up for both teams. What woman wrote the column My Day, helped Marian Anderson sing at the Lincoln Memorial, and supported the New Deal policies of her husband, Franklin?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
That is correct. And the bonus question, what media tycoon and leader of the Forza Italia party resigned as Italy's prime minister in 2011 amid a scandal regarding his Bunga Bunga parties?
Oh,
The Ferta cult.
Silvio Berlusconi. Or some... Berlusconi? The B, it starts with a B. Ah.
It does. Sorry, we can't take that. Close. It was Silvio Berlusconi was the correct answer. Toss up for both. What city where the Chihuly Garden is at the base of an...
Seattle.
That is correct. And a bonus question for Traverse City. What Canadian river flows from the Great Slave Lake through the town of Inuvik in the Northwest Territories before reaching the Arctic Ocean?
Fraser River? That's my guess.
Fraser.
That's incorrect. It's the Mackenzie River.
Not bad, guys.
Toss up for both teams. What dinosaur genus is exemplified by a fossil called Apex on sale at a 2024 auction, which has a spiked tail and a row of plates down its back?
Triceratops.
Incorrect. Flushing?
Stegosaurus.
That is correct. And your bonus question, wings, propellers, and sails are examples of what objects that can produce a high lift and low drag depending on their angle of attack?
Wind catcher.
Incorrect. We're looking for airfoils. Back to a toss-up for both teams. The first freestanding nude male since antiquity was a depiction of what biblical figure made in bronze by Donatello in the 1440s?
Gabriel.
And that answer was incorrect. Back to a toss-up now for both teams. What battle where Charles O'Hara led the surrender to George Washington took place in 1781 in Virginia?
Yorktown.
That is correct. Bonus question. What once enslaved general emerged as the most successful commander in the Haitian Revolution prior to his arrest by Charles Leclerc in 1802?
Louverture. Louverture.
Once again, please.
Toussaint Louverture.
Toussaint Louverture.
That is correct. Toss up now for both teams. What man whose yacht Kourou was the subject of a 2022 dispute involving a Rotterdam bridge?
Jeff Bezos.
That is correct. And Flushing for your bonus question. Lavinia has her tongue torn out in what extremely bloody Shakespeare tragedy named after a Roman general?
Caesar. I don't know.
Julius Caesar.
Incorrect. We're looking for Titus Andronicus.
Oh, sure.
Back to the toss-up. What composer whose only opera was Pelléas et Mélisande wrote piano works like the Suite Bergamasque, whose third movement is Clair de Lune?
Debussy. Claude Debussy.
Pronunciation.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
Did both say?
Also incorrect. You're looking for Claude Debussy, so it was close, but had to make the judgment on that one. Back to a toss-up for both teams. The extremely large galaxy ESO 38376 belongs to what common class of gas-poor galaxies that lack arms, unlike spiral galaxies?
Elliptical galaxies?
That is correct. To the bonus now. What poet wrote about a bird that pursues its solitary way into a waterfowl and depicted the innumerable caravan and the dead Thanatopsis?
Is this Donne? John Donne?
Done.
Incorrect. The poet is William Cullen Bryant. Toss up for both. What civilization whose colonists founded Carthage also devised an alphabet based on Egyptian hieroglyphics?
Polynesia?
That incorrect. Traverse City Central.
Phoenician?
Phoenician is the correct answer. Now to the bonus. What river, which gives its name to the extinct Baji species of dolphin, is spanned by the Three Gorges Dam and is the largest river in China?
Is it the Yangtze? Yangtze?
Yangtze.
That is correct. Toss up for both teams. What author who wrote about Princeton student Amory Blaine in his This Side of Paradise followed it with the novel The Beautiful and Damned?
Thomas Pynchon.
That is incorrect. Flushing? No answer? It's
Cormac McCarthy?
also incorrect. We're looking for F. Scott Fitzgerald. And the bell signals the end of the round. At the conclusion of our kickoff, Traverse City Central is in front with an 80-point lead as we go to our third round of the day, and that is the Perfect 10. Teams, you'll have 60 seconds to answer questions from a choice of clues to 3 categories. The opposing team then has 30 seconds to answer any unasked, incorrect, or skipped answers. You can consult throughout the entire round. We'll take the answers from the captain. The team that's trailing gets the first choice to pick a clue to a category. Flushing, you are currently trailing in this game. You get your first choice. And those clues for today: she's the lead, X marks the spot, conquer this category.
Oh, that's right.
Sounds fun to me.
X marks the spot.
X marks the spot. In this category, we are looking for American landmarks. Name the states that are home to these landmarks. And for X marks the spot, American landmarks, name the state that are home to these landmarks. 60 seconds on the clock. Flushing, your Perfect 10. The Alamo in San Antonio.
Texas.
Correct. Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell.
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Empire State Building.
New York.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
California.
Correct. The Gateway Arch.
Missouri.
Correct. Mount Rushmore.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Correct. Craters of the Moon, which is in the Snake River Plain.
Utah.
Incorrect. Fort Laramie.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Correct. The Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island.
Michigan.
Correct.
I think.
J. Castillo de San Marcos, which was built in the late 17th century.
Arizona.
Incorrect. All right. Good job on that one. 8 out of 10. We'll have the chance for Traverse City to see if they can pick up those missed answers. All right, Traverse City Central, we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for you to go back on the ones that were missed in that first part of the Perfect 10. 30 seconds on the clock as we start with Craters of the Moon, which is in the Snake River Plain.
Oregon.
That is incorrect. And also J. Castillo de San Marcos, which was built in the late 17th century.
New Mexico.
Incorrect.
That's what she
All
said.
right, the two that stumped both teams in that round, Craters of the Moon, Snake River Plain, that's in Idaho, and the J. Castillo de San Marcos, that is in Florida. All right, Traverse City Central, you still get your pick on She's the Lead and Conquer This Category. Which clue would you like?
You guys are good.
Yeah.
Could we please have conquer this category?
You may.
Thank you.
And the clue, conquer this category, leads to this category, con words. Give these words that start with the consecutive letters C-O-N.
Okay.
Again, conquer this category, con words. Give these words that start with the consecutive letters C-O-N. 60 seconds up on the clock for your perfect 10, which begins right now. Faith in something often preceded by
Confidence.
Confidence.
Correct. To admit a crime.
Confess.
Confess.
Correct. A legally binding agreement.
Contract.
Contract.
Correct. Bits of paper made for throwing.
I got nothing.
Pass.
Sorry.
Protruding outward.
Convex.
That is correct. Opposite of abstract.
Concrete.
Concrete.
That is correct. Type of twins once known as Siamese.
Conjoined.
Conjoined.
That is correct. The implied meaning of a word.
Connotation.
Connotation.
Correct. Performed in unison, often describing an effort.
Combined.
Combine.
Incorrect. A gathering space such as one in an airport terminal. Bell signals the end. We can't get to that. So we've got a couple that we can send over to Flushing. Give these words that start with the consecutive letters C-O-N. Bits of paper made for throwing.
Pass.
And performed in unison, often describing an effort.
Pass.
A gathering space such as one in an airport terminal.
Crowd? Oh, no.
Connection.
Incorrect. At the end of the perfect 10, Traverse City Central is in front by a score of 180 to 110. Recapping the missed answers, the bits of paper were confetti. Performed in unison, that is a concerted effort. And the gathering space in an airport needed concourse as the answer. Next up is our home stretch round, and this is a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. The team that correctly answers the toss-up question will get the opportunity to answer a single bonus question. Toss-up questions can be stolen, but there is no stealing during the bonus questions, and there's no consulting during toss-up questions, but teams can consult on bonus questions. We'll take the bonus question answers from the captain. An incorrect bonus means we will go back to a toss-up for both teams. Here comes your first question. For radiation, luminosity is equivalent to what quantity that is the rate of doing work, which can be measured in watts or a unit named for
Power.
That is correct. And the bonus question, in 2023, the U.S. Supreme Court adopted a voluntary code of ethics in response to ProPublica's investigations into gifts received by what justice?
Thomas.
That is correct. Toss up for both teams. What American artist who was married to Lee Krasner created Lavender Mist and was an abstract expressionist nicknamed Jack the Dripper?
Pollock.
That is correct. Bonus question. A type of sweet orange is named after what third most populous Spanish city, which sits along the Mediterranean Sea?
Tangiers.
Oh, Valencia.
Defer to Helly.
Valencia orange. Valencia orange.
Valencia is correct.
Okay,
Yes. Toss up for both teams. What type of creatures, exemplified by the sons of Invaldi, are expert craftsmen with short stature and include Gimli.
Elves.
It's incorrect. Traverse City?
Dwarves.
That is correct. And your bonus question, Billie Jean and Beat It are found on what album by Michael Jackson, the best-selling album of all time?
Probably bad.
Bad. That's just
Bad.
bad. Bad.
The answer we're looking for is Thriller. Toss up for both teams. What Englishman has a namesake effect that causes rotation of light's polarization, studied electrolysis, and developed a namesake law of induction?
Lewis.
Incorrect. Traverse City Central.
Doppler.
Also incorrect. We were looking for Michael Faraday. Toss up for both teams. In 2005, the Huygens probe landed on the surface of what largest moon of Saturn?
Titan.
That is correct. And the bonus question, what poem whose protagonist is given a girdle by Lady Bertilac describes a knight of the Round Table who beheads an oddly colored opponent?
The Green Knight.
That is correct. Sir Gawain, the Green Knight. Toss up for both teams now. In 1488, what Portuguese explorer became the first known European navigator to reach the southern tip of Africa?
Vasco da Gama.
That is incorrect. Flushing.
Marco Polo.
Also incorrect. Bartholomew Diaz was the explorer that we were looking for. Toss up for both teams. What king suppressed the Pilgrimage of Grace, a revolt that began after he established a separate Church of England and divorced Catherine?
Henry VIII.
That is correct. And your bonus question, Flushing. What Sanskrit word meaning great vehicle is the largest branch of Buddhism and predominates among Buddhists in China, South Korea, and Japan?
Sick.
Answer? Incorrect. We were looking for Mahanea. Toss up for both. In a cyclical quadrilateral, opposite angles add up to how many degrees, which is also the number of degrees in pi radians or in a straight angle?
180.
That is correct. Bonus question then for Traverse City Central. For a 2x2 matrix, what quantity equals the product of the elements on the main diagonal minus the product of the other two elements?
I think this is the determinant. Yeah, determinant.
Answer?
The determinant.
That is correct. I'm moving back to a toss-up for both teams. What novel whose title character travels to the Orkney Islands while trying to create a female companion for a monster?
Frankenstein.
That is correct. Bonus question then for Flushing. Is the Awami League advocated for the independence from Pakistan of what country whose first
Bangladesh.
president was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Bangladesh.
That is correct. Toss up for both teams. In 2023, what country had a major wildfire on its island of Rhodes?
Australia.
That is incorrect. Traverse City Central?
Greece.
Greece is correct. Bonus question, what man was declared dead in an August 2023 plane crash 2 months after he led a short-lived rebellion within Russia as head of the Wagner Group?
Prigozhin.
That is correct. Toss up for both teams. What war during which the plan of Alea was laid out by Emilio Zapata lasted through the 1910s?
The Mexican Revolution.
You are correct. Bonus question for Flushing. The Ostwald process is used to convert ammonia into what strong acid?
Nitrate.
More specific, please.
Ammonia nitrate.
Sodium nitrate.
Incorrect. We were looking for nitric.
Nitric
And the
acid.
bell signals the end of the round. As we wrap up the home stretch, Traverse City Central maintains their lead. Our current score is 290 to 150, and that has our teams heading into the final countdown. In the final countdown, our teams will have 2 minutes to answer as many toss-up questions as they can. If a team misses a question the opposing team can answer, teams may not consult during this round. All set, players? Here comes your first question in today's final countdown. What element whose transport in the body requires transferrin in a transition metal that is deficient in one of the most common types of anemia?
Iron.
That is correct. What 1929 novel, whose fourth section depicts a church service attended by Dilsey, centers on the Compson family and is by William Faulkner?
As I Lay Dying.
That is incorrect. The Unity Temple in Oak Park was designed by what pioneer of the Prairie style who designed?
Frank Lloyd Wright.
That is correct. What preacher was captured in Southampton County in 1831 after leading a revolt?
Nat Turner.
That is correct. What man, after being pursued in 1885 by George Crook's forces, surrendered at Skeleton Canyon to officially end Apache resistance to the U.S. Army?
Geronimo.
That is correct. What quantity which is conserved in elastic collisions has a transitional form?
Kinetic energy.
That is correct. Next toss-up. What author of the 1941 essay Once More to the Lake revised William Strunk Jr.'s The Elements of Style and wrote the children's novel Charlotte's Web?
E.B. White.
That is correct. Continuing with the toss-up questions, millions have fled what Latin American country due to
Venezuela.
You are correct. What element whose hexafluoride is processed from yellow cake is enriched by increasing?
Uranium.
That is also correct. In a song from Fiddler on the Roof, what is the title profession of the Yenta, the woman whom 3 daughters hope will find me a fine?
Matchmaker.
That is correct. And the bell signals the end of the final countdown. Checking back on any that were missed, the 1929 novel was The Sound and the Fury by Faulkner. And also nitric acid was the question that we were looking for regarding that process. Comes to the end of the game, and it was a good one. Traverse City Central, you are victorious 360 to Flushing's 170. Let's give a nice round of applause for both teams today. Flushing, thanks very much for giving us another good game. We appreciate you coming to join us in Traverse City Central. Congratulations. You'll be moving on to another round. And when that round comes up, we will see you right back here for another game of Quiz Central. That's next week. Have a good night, everybody.